Hi everyone and welcome to another Doctor Who figure review by me, Meg Shots, and today I'll be reviewing yet another Weeping Angel figure, and in this review I'll be reviewing the new variant of the regenerating Weeping Angel figure, which I got from Toys R Us recently for £8.99. And in this review I'll be comparing this version to the first release of the regenerating Weeping Angel figure, and then I'll be going through the detail and articulation as I normally do in my figure reviews. But first of all, I'm going to show you some pictures of the packaging it came in. If we take a look at the front, we can see it is, as usual, in the top left corner it says highly detailed action figure. In the top right corner it says fully poseable. You've got the figure in the middle with the blue vortex in the background from one of the first Series 5 trailers. And at the bottom you've got the card with the new Doctor Who logo and the name of the figure. And if we take a look at the back, we can see all the other Series 5 figures available at the moment. And at the bottom there's also some other product and company information. Okay, so now I'm going to begin this review by comparing this version of the regenerating Weeping Angel to the first version. Now we can see that the most obvious difference between these two Weeping Angel figures is that the new variant on the left has a new head sculpt with a calm facial expression, whereas the first version has an angry facial expression with the fangs sticking out of the mouth, as we can see. I don't think there is any other huge obvious differences between these two versions. However, I do think that the cracks on the torso of the new variant have been painted with a more glossier paint, which makes them stand out a bit more and also makes them look a bit more shiny. And I also think that the new variant looks quite dark green in quite a few places of the body. The first version just looks pretty much grey and brown all over the body, whereas I think this one has some dark green on it as well. And I think I've pretty much said all the differences between these two figures. Now, if there are some others which I haven't pointed out, please let me know what they are in the comment section below. And now I'm going to start going through my thoughts on the detail of this excellent new variant. Now we'll start off with this figure's head sculpt. Now in my opinion this new head sculpt is really excellent. I think it's really nice that we now have a Series 5 Weeping Angel figure without a screaming facial expression and with a nice calm facial expression, because all the other Series 5 Weeping Angel figures from this year have just came with a angry screaming facial expression, whereas this new variant features a facial expression very similar to that of our very first Weeping Angel figure that we got back in late 2007, I believe. And there's lots of chunks missing from the face, which makes it look very old, very battered, and also quite creepy. The hair looks very nice as well, in my opinion. It's been very nicely sculpted and very nicely painted. And moving on to the rest of this Weeping Angel figure's body, we can see that it has been painted in exactly the same way as the first version of this figure, with lots of different mixtures of grey, brown and possibly even dark green to help make this Weeping Angel figure look very old and also very lifelike. We can see that the wings have lots of bits missing. The wings are also removable and they are very easy to put back on. If they ever fall out from your Weeping Angel figure's body, you can just put them back in very easily, like so, and once you put them back in, they will click back into place. Yep, like I said before, the body is pretty much covered in dark grey, brown and dark green to make it look very old. And also there's lots of cracks all over the body, especially on this item of clothing on the torso. Like I said earlier in the review, I think that the cracks on this Weeping Angel variant's torso have been painted with a bit more of a glossier paint than the original version of this figure, to help the cracks perhaps stand out a bit more, and they also look a bit more shiny this way. The skirt at the bottom has been completely torn in two, as I said before, and we can see the Weeping Angel figure's legs, which also have lots of cracks on them to make them look very old and very battered pretty much. And for detail, I think this figure really is absolutely brilliant. From head to toe, this has got to be one of the most highly detailed figures the character options have ever made. And now I'm going to go through the articulation of this excellent figure. Both arms can do a 360 degree turn from the shoulders, and they can also swivel 360 degrees at the biceps. Now, I haven't experienced any articulation problems with this version of the Regenerating Weeping Angel figure, which I'm really happy about, because a lot of you will know that when I got my first version of the Regenerating Weeping Angel figure, I had problems with the arm articulation, and one of the bicep joints snapped from where it's fixed into the body, and I ended up having to get that super glued back in. I know a lot of other people have had similar problems with their Regenerating Weeping Angel figures, but I'm really happy that with my new variant, the Regenerating Weeping Angel, that I haven't experienced any articulation problems whatsoever. As soon as I got this figure out of the packaging, all the joints were okay, and I didn't end up breaking any of them. Anyway, back to the articulation. Both arms can bend at the elbows, and the hands can swivel 360 degrees. Lower body articulation now. It can turn from the waist 360 degrees. Both legs can move backwards and forwards on the top, and they can also move inwards and outwards, but not too far. And the legs can also bend at the knees, and both feet can swivel 360 degrees. And that is all I have to say for the detail and articulation of this figure. And overall, I think this is one of my favourite Dotsu figures of all time. From head to toe, it is absolutely covered with detail, and it looks extremely lifelike. The articulation is also fine the way it is, and I'm really happy that I haven't experienced any problems with any of the joints on my one. Also, really like the head sculpt for this variant, and I think it is very nice that we finally have a Series 5 Weeping Angel figure that has a facial expression more like our very first Weeping Angel figure that we got back in 2007. And out of 10, I give the new variant of the Regenerating Weeping Angel figure a very well earned 10 out of 10. It is absolutely fantastic. By far one of the best Dotsu figures we've ever got from Character Options, in my opinion. And if you ever see this figure in the shops and you have enough money to buy it, then you should definitely get it, because you will not regret buying it. This has been my review for the Regenerating Weeping Angel figure, well, the new variant of it. And I hope you've all enjoyed watching this review. Thanks for watching, YouTubers, and I'll see you again soon.